Good evening. Please confirm I'm audible. Jomi, please can you confirm that I'm audible?
Matthew, good evening.
Good evening. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Kemi,
Welcome, sir.
yeah, thank you. Kemi, well done. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There is a news that we are supposed to share. Gemology is supposed to share, but it's just withholding information. So sad.
Oh, what's the news?
Hmm.
Matthew, share the news. What's the news?
You
Share the
said
news.
share the news. So I will share it obviously as you decided that you will not tell us now. So me, I will share it.
Oh yeah, oh, I can't wait to.
Ah.
Uh,
Jamiloju got a new job.
Congratulations.
He got a better job. He's enjoying. He's fully remote.
Oh my
Agba
God,
data
that's so
analyst.
amazing.
thank you very much. Thank you
Uh,
very much.
It's just here
this is
something.
good news indeed. Like, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Thank, thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
It's to
Thank
wash
you.
it that is remaining. Anyway, me, I'm waiting for the day we see.
Uh,
Abio.
we'll watch it now. Now is for sure when we see.
Soft life continues. Oh my God.
As
You
in,
know, it,
no need to go and be rushing this our
Early morning.
ah,
I
waking up
remember him
early.
always telling
Oh,
me, waking up early is not easy. Going in the night. I'm so happy.
ah.
God has blessed me. I will not be complaining that I'm on the road. Please take charge of the class. And he's telling me he's on the road too. Ah,
yeah, that's
I'm
good news.
so happy for him.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the file that we'll be using for this. Don't mind me. Oh. Do you know that I had even
Okay.
forgotten that we had a class.
Yeah,
I had forgotten.
it's okay.
Yeah.
And again, um, you told Mr. Mule that. Hey, God, damn it.
I was wondering why I've not heard from you. Oh my God. I told him that you
I
can
forgot I
do.
got to tell you.
Eh,
And then he has given me what to do now. Like, oh my God.
Now we are talking. Now we are talking. So now what you would do, that's why you have me, you have Jomiloju. When you see that, oh, first of all, try to understand what is the stakeholder requirement. Now say, oh, what can I do? You can chat Jomiloju, you can chat me and say, do you think I should do based on this data? And then you begin to relate to understand the need. It's very beautiful, learning and doing it actually. This is very, very, and that was why I prompted him to do that. That's the best way to actually learn. You get to find that out, you know. So I don't know what he gave to you.
Okay.
Maybe after this class we'll just check it out here on the call to see.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to.
All right.
Jamiloju, I'm finding it difficult to even see the data now. I saw it. I'm trying to export it.
The one you used the last class, right?
Yeah, the e-commerce on
Okay.
e-commerce. Okay. Me, I think it's on my cloud. Let me just enable it. So last class we talked about um relationship, that's the model view. We also touched what we can do in Power Query, and did we explain what cleaning of data in Power Query? Did we explain that?
I think so. I can't
Mm.
remember.
Okay. So today we said we're going to do a walkthrough, right, from start to finish. So
Yes, so we really did it. theory aspects last kind
You said
of.
the scary aspect. Wow. Oh
I
my
said
God.
theory aspect.
Oh, I thought you said the scary aspect. Okay,
No,
this
no,
is in
no.
Matthew document and download. Okay, I'm just trying to know where the source of my data is. Can you, okay, please let me share my screen. So let we pray for God's speed so that we can cover ground today, but not just cover ground, that you also understand everything we are going to do. So let me share the whole of my screen that way, because I'll be going to Power Query and the likes. So confirm you can see my screen.
It's coming up. Yes, I can see it right now.
Okay, so we have this, right? We are going to import data or get data. If I'm getting from SQL, I explained that you just click on SQL Server. Or if I'm getting from Oracle, which is Toad that we use in our organization as well, we can also use Oracle DB. This is SQL Server. So I just put the server name, the database is optional. So remember, I was talking about import and direct query, right? This is it over here again. Import. Import is saying we are
Yeah.
bringing it inside here to do all the cleaning, right? Direct query is saying we are not even doing any cleaning. We've done all the cleaning on SQL. Just connect to the data for us and do what we need to do. What this also means is that the data is not coming yet. So the Power BI file is not going to be heavy. It's going to be light, right? But sometimes again, it's slow because it's trying to refresh from the server. Do you understand? So when I click on advanced, I'll be able to now write the SQL statement or the query I want. So I can say my select all, the table name and all that, and then click on OK. Please, this call is not being recorded. Is it? Okay, it is. Oh, thank God. So I'll just cancel because that's from that. When we go to SQL, we now touch base on this again from SQL. So in this case, we want to do get data from Excel. So we can see text file if we have a CSV file, if we have an Excel file. So we want an Excel file. So I just click on this. Here, they are also here as well, but this is the main place to get this data. In fact, there's a new update on Power BI. Oh my God, Jamilojo, I posted it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to share it with you. A new update, very interesting update
Okay.
on Power BI for date and all that. So I'm going to go straight to where the file is, somewhere here. It's a very old file. I don't even know that the file was stored there. I think it was when I changed my system. Give me a minute. I'm trying to look for it. Downloads is in Matthew. Downloads. Okay. Let me look for download. Should have brought this out earlier. Just download. See the way I'm looking for download like this. So. Ah. Recon. Let me just search for it. E-commerce. See. It's in documents and download. How come I'm not seeing this is okay. Download. I'm not seeing download when I click on that. Yeah. Will you see download? Please, Jamilojo, in case I'm the one that is my eye that is not seeing things where.
Okay. I'm checking also.
Okay. It's supposed to be here. Folder. Let me do this well. Okay. Documents. Then okay, I think I should see it now. Download. Okay. Don't mind me where I stored this very far because it's old. So I'm going to use the oldest one, which is on the okay. We have 10th as well. So let's use 10th. That's the oldest one. I hope this is the one that is not clean. Mm. So I'll open it. So I clicked on it, and the next thing is importing the file, right? Connecting to the file. When it says connecting, what does it also mean? It means that it's a live connection. Meaning that if I do any changes on that Excel file, it also reflects here by the time I click on refresh, right? That's what it means.
Okay, so that's direct what's it called?
It's not necessarily direct because it's not direct because we're not connecting to a server. This is just
Okay.
this is Excel, right? It's seated on our desktop. So if I also delete this file in my
Okay.
desktop, it will also crash the report. When I now say refresh, there will be a crash because the file will no longer be located there. Right. So
Okay.
what I now need to do is it displayed the table. This is the e-commerce, the data, the table, right? The Excel file. It has three tables in it. It has customer info, it has product, it has sales, right? These are all the details. It gives me a glimpse of it. Usually about 200 records of it. It gives me a view of how it looks like. Okay, this is how the table looks like. You can see, it has been truncated. So now there is something I now said we can do. We can now say we have the ETL. Remember, we said the ETL extract, you see, load and transform. That's ETL. Then the ELT is ELT is extract, load, and transform, while ETL is extract, transform, and load. So this time I'm going to the transform data, which is ETL, right? Now it's going to open the Power Query for me. There's Power Query is the transformation engine of Power BI. So this is where we do all the needful, all the changes and all that here in Power BI. Okay, yeah, it's up already. Now, I want to make sure that I want to confirm that these things actually is not a clean data, because if it's a clean data, it means that I've cooked beans already. So let's confirm. See, this is clean. Let me see. Other data is clean. This looks clean. Oh my God. Electronics. Oh, this looks clean. Oh my God. Let me go to customer info first. I will know from here. Okay, yeah, it's not clean. It's not completely clean, but a little bit clean, right? A little bit. So let's work with this and let's do.
How did you know that it wasn't completely clean?
Okay, so look at I clicked on this, and you can see what I have here: Canada, Indian, UK, United Kingdom, United States, US. US and United States are the same. UK and United Kingdom are the same. So it means that if I'm to
Okay.
visualize or give me the total sales for US, it will be giving me, or if I'm to say give me the total sales for each country, do you know what it will be giving me? It will be giving me 6 countries, whereas there are only 4 countries here. Right or wrong?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this is it here. Now, that's for that. Now, let's start with this. Let me take this out first. Now you can see what we have here, applied step. We have what we call applied step. So for every changes we make, it stores in this place here. That's the advantage of Power Query, right? It stores in this place for us to go back and say, what has happened? See what has happened. It connected to the source. It navigated into the exact data, right? After that, it promoted the header. Now look at what we have here. Say number one, row number one, customer ID, customer name, and all that. So what now happened? It's promoted the header. This is an intelligence part of Power BI, right? But for some data, this doesn't work automatically. So there's a button for it to say transform, right? You see it, use first row as header on the left hand corner here where I'm pointing. Say use first
Okay.
row as header. So use first row as header, use header as first row. That one will drop it down. Use first row as header. We'll take this first row and bring it up there, which is what has happened here automatically. But let's click on this. Use first row as header. Now see what will happen. Now it's telling me that there's already a step there. Do I want to insert? Yes, I'll go ahead and insert because of that. Yeah, I don't need the other one. You can see it now. You can see that customer ID is up here already now. Can you see it? Customer ID, customer name, they are up here already. Now, most of the
Okay.
time, Power BI will intelligently do it for you. Do you understand? Yeah,
Okay.
so also for the data type, Power BI most times will do it for you, but for the purpose of this class, we would explain what data type is. Data type and how to do to work on data type. Data type is saying that what is the actual thing that this data represents, right? Is it a text? Is it a numerical value? What are they? Now, the importance of this is if I'm having customer ID, for example, and the ID is only numbers, for example, our account number is numbers, right? If I leave it as numbers, by the time I'm doing sum or count account number, it will be doing the summation of all the account number. But if it were to be text, it will be giving me as the count because it's a text value. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Good. So we have customer ID. Yes, customer ID. You can see that it's saying that it's ABC and number. But for me to be safe, I'll just put it as text alone. And how do I do that? I click on this I right click, right? And I do what I call change type, right? Change the type. I'm changing it to text. You can see we can change it to anything we want from here. Text, decimal number,
Yeah.
fixed decimal, anything we want. In Excel, remember, we'll not be saying equals to this, but this we just click on change type,
Mhm.
right? And say, what do we want to change it to? So we change it to text. And you can see the data type has been changed to what? You can see here at this corner here is now ABC. Initially, it was ABC under
ABC.
1, 2, 3. Now you can see that it's ABC now. Now,
Mhm.
the same thing, I can repeat the same process for this one again and say change type, right? Change type, I'll change it to text because it's also a text, right? Email
So,
also,
sorry.
go ahead.
Okay, so for this one that like this email now that it has ABC and 123. What what data type is it?
There is nothing like email,
Or
right?
does it have a
Yeah.
specific data type?
No, it doesn't. So we'll leave it as text as well because we are not going to do count, right? Most of the common thing is usually numeric value and text. Is either you are doing a summation or is either you
I
are doing
get
a counting.
what I get what you're saying. So, like for instance, now you've changed the one with the header, the email. So look
Mhm.
at this country, the one with
Mhm.
the header country. It has ABC and also 123.
Yeah.
Can't the data type go for what we want to use it for, or does it have a specific data type? But with the fact that it has ABC and 123.
Okay. Okay. So ABC and 1, 2, 3 is Power BI telling you that it's not sure of what it is, right? That it
Oh,
can be
okay,
is a
okay,
mixture of
okay.
both, but for safety reasons and for in order for you not to come back here and be calculating again, it's just safe to change it to that because you might get to
So,
some extent that you this will also help you know when there is error in your data. So imagine if this is telling you now that it's ABC 1, 2, 3. What if there were numbers in this place? You know there's a problem already. So it's better you
yes.
just change it to the appropriate type. Then it will it will tell you that there's an error in this place here. I'm going to explain that to you. So let's change it to text as well. Sign up date. You know, this is a date, right? So we change it to date as well. Change type. You can see date here. You can say date time, date and ordinary time, date and time zone. So we'll put it as date, right? You can see what happened to date. Date has a kind of calendar as its own icon. You can see it here.
Okay.
So that tells us that. Now, let's assume before doing this, I want to know how do I even know if my data is clean, right? You can see this bar that is here, this green bar here. This is what tells me that this data is clean. If it were half, maybe you will see a gray this thing that tells you that there's an error with this data, right? That tells you that there's an error with it. But let's go further and say, oh, how do we know? There is something called view. Now, view, we have data preview, data quality, and all that. So we have what we call data quality. Can see what has happened now. It's telling us valid data that is here is 100%, error is 0%, empty is 0%. This is data quality, right? So it helps us to know how clean our data is. However, these are just, so if there were errors here, it will come out. And errors can occur if, for example, the date is not stored properly. Maybe month is placed in year, month is placed in day, and day is placed in month, something like that. For example, you are saying the month is 13, that will return an error in this place here. If they were null, it will also return empty value as null. Then there's column distribution. Column distribution is telling you how the uniqueness of this table and how the distinct this thing are, right? How that's the level of distinct values that are in them. So, but there is something also called column profile. This column profile, let me see, it cannot be computed. Currently selected column. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yeah. See column profile. What column profile is saying is telling you more details about this particular data. Say the minimum is this, the maximum is 120. So this tells us that the highest customer is 120, right? And the minimum is 001. It has shown the statistics of my data, or the what do you call it again? We call it the distribution of my data, right? Now, seeing it here, I know the total count. I know if there is an error. I know that there is distinct value. I know that they are unique value. So if they were duplicates, I will be able to see it here from here, right? That's the beauty of this particular part of it. So let me see sign up dates and let's see what has happened in sign up. You can see there's unique data, there's distinct data here. There are 85 unique data. That's a repetition of 85 unique dates there, right? And the minimum date is 2023 and the maximum date is 2024, right? Don't mind the average, please. So let's look at this now again. US and Canada. It's telling me that, okay, the maximum and this is not telling me the count of each of them. But we know there is a problem here, right? So we've talked about column distribution, column profile. We've talked about how to change the data type. Now let's move to, I'm going to turn this off, column profile off, so that I can always see this. How do we now do changes to our data? How do we know that there are errors here, right? They are not supposed to be there. What do we do? So we can use the find and replace button to do that particular thing. So we have UK. We can just you can either select this and right click, right, and say find and replace. You see replace value here. Or I just go to the home and I see up here, I have replace value up here. So whichever one I want. So I click on replace value. What am I doing? By the time I click on replace value, to bring out a dialog and say value to find UK, just like we have in Excel, control find and replace find, right?
Yes.
So we are saying find what? UK and replace it with what? United Kingdom. So let's see. Okay. Can you see it now? Now you can see what has happened in the applied step at the right-hand corner here. It said replaced a value, replace value. I can rename this step to identify what I actually replaced, right? So that I can know the pattern of my changes. So let's check this out again. See what we have here. United Kingdom, US, and this. So we have one more thing to a change, which is US. I will say select. Let me not do this method this time around. So let me just click on this column, right click, and I will say replace value, right? We have replace error as well. Replace error allows us to say when there is an error, we can just replace the error to maybe the average or to 0. So let's replace the value. The value we are replacing is US. We have US. This time around, you see that it's different. So I want to type in US. Earlier, I clicked on it. So imagine if it was a long sentence. I don't want to be typing and I don't know how the name is too long. I just want to do shortcut. I'll just click on the error itself or the wrong value itself and then say replace. So we are replacing it with United States. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do okay. Now let's check it out. Can you see now? We have a clean table, completely clean table. Now, very easy and sweet, right? Now look at, you see step 1. We see what the step here, replace value. Imagine if I want to rename this step or I want to go back to this step, I can always do it from here. I'll go back to it, cancel this one, and it will go back to the previous step where it was before. That's like our undo in this place. There's nothing like Control Z here. This is the only thing that is here. You can either go back through this way or this way. So what if I want to rename this thing? I'll right click on it and I'll say rename. Replaced what? Value US. I'll just put brackets US. because that's what I replaced it with. Okay. So I've done that, and you see that it saves automatically here. So another thing I can do is to rename the table name. From here, I can rename the table. This is customer info. Once I put a new name, it will save. Or I can click on this place by the left-hand side again, double click on it to rename the table as well. What if I want to rename the column names? I just double click on them as well to rename the column name. Are you following, please?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let me just do a sample of that and say underscore dates. Underscore dates. Can you see it? We have what we call renamed columns.
Okay, yeah.
Is a step that has been stored as well. Now, that's that for cleaning and this thing. We'll still go to other tables, but let's move on to something else to say, what if I want to do some splitting, some text to column, and we talked about dates. What about dates? What if I want to get the month in this table? Do I have to go and be writing some DAX and all that? No. Can just use what we call transform, right? From transform, we can say date. We have date here. If there was time, time will work as well. I'll click on date at the top here. And what is it saying? Say, what do I want to add? I want to add either the year. I want to extract the year. I want to get the quarter, the month, and all that from this particular this. So let's go ahead with the month. So let's see what we have. It says start. No, okay, is this it? Yeah, name of month. So let's say we want to get the name of month. Days of month. We have month. Month can be, let's try this out, see what it gives us. Month. I know, I think I made a mistake here. So this automatically changes it to the month, right? But this is not what we actually want. We still need the sign up date. So take note of that. When you go to transform and you go to date, it transforms that particular column to what you want it to be,
Okay.
right? But when I go to add
Yeah.
column, right? And it's saying me, what do I want to add and how do I want to add it? I can add column, custom column. This one is where I will now do my own calculation. Maybe I want to add two columns together to create a new column. Or I want to do a conditional column to say, if it is Indian, let it be this, Africa. If it is this, those are conditional column. We're going to do one of those things, right? So dates now, I say add column, date. I click on date. What do I want to add? The age, date only, year. I want to extract the year. I want to add year. So let's do that from here. Year. Can you see it now? We have year, all the years now showing here. Okay, what if I want to
Yeah.
extract the month as well? Let's do it and say, okay, month. This is month. This month is going to give us the numeric value of each of the month. January equals 1 and all that. But let's say we want to do name of the month, right? So what does it do? It gives me the name of the month. January, February, March, April. Can you see it now? It gives me the name of
Yes.
the month. That's that for that. So what if I'm a guru? I don't want to be doing shortcut. I want to stress myself. I want to do it by myself, right? So what if I want to do this by myself? I can do what we call custom column or conditional column rather. Conditional column is me now writing it to say this is what I want based on this condition. So it brings out a dialog and say add conditional column. Add conditional column that is computed from other columns of values. Do you get it now? So what is it saying? Say
Yes.
column name. Where do I want to? You remember that if statement Jomluju was teaching you in Excel? That is it here. We are not saying equals to, if
Yes.
this is
Yes.
equals to this
Okay.
maximum, change to this. If this is equals to M medium, we are not doing, that's what we are doing here now.
Mm-hmm.
So if what column? Country equals what? Indian. What should it be? Asia, right? Let's change this column name to region,
Hmm.
right? I'm adding another clause again to say, continue again, that same thing. Add if country again equals US, United States, sorry. What should it be? America. I'll go on again and say, I think we have Canada and we have United Kingdom. I beg, please, what is America again? What is United Kingdom? What is Canada again? Canada is what? Not is it South America? Hey God.
Let me check that.
Okay, while you're checking, let's do the second one and say which is UK, right? United Kingdom. If country equals United Kingdom, what should it be? Should be um some part of this thing is what is Europe, Abby.
It's North America.
Canada is not America, okay.
Yeah.
And I did geography that year in school and I did not know again. So sad.
You try.
Okay, so he's saying if it is this, then this. If else, if that country is equals to United States, then this. So what happens if I wrongly spell one of those things that are there? It will return blank because it won't see it there. Do you understand? So what if I'm saying, okay, oh, I'm only concerned about a particular customer. So for example, we have retail and retail KIF and corporate KIF, right? We say
Okay.
that's the only two things we have. Do we stress ourselves to be saying if it is this, then this, if it is this, then this? So why do we stress ourselves? Let's just say if it starts with R, right? Let it be retail KIF or retail customer. Else, I don't need to say I'll just say else, right? What should happen? I'll just come here. Else, what should it be? That's the end. I will not need to be adding clause, add clause. I'll just say else. Every other thing should be what? Unknown customer. Something like that. Or I can say if it starts with R, that's retail KIF. Else, if that same KIF starts with C, it should be corporate KIF. But if there is any other thing that is strange there, store it as others.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So I'll click on OK now because we are done with this and let's see what happens. Can you see the column has been created? Region.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? It's at the corner here.
Yeah.
So you see added conditional column. The step has been stored. So on and on, there are more things that we can do here. More things like I'll click on this and say, there are transformative steps I can take. Make everything uppercase, lowercase, trim it, remove, in Excel, we say equals to trim, right? This one, we just do it from here. And I can say uppercase, everything becomes upper, right? You can see uppercase text. India and everything is stored in uppercase now. That's that for that. I can go ahead and say, oh, trim, and trim this data again. Transform, trim to remove any space between any of these data, right? That's cleaning. Those are cleaning steps that we are taking, cleaning steps. Why am I even concerned? You notice that I'm concerned about a particular column more than others because these are the columns that I will be needing for my analysis. Do you understand? So that's why we are concerned about them. These are the columns that we will need to focus on more. So one of the steps of optimizing your report or your Power BI is to make sure that you get rid of columns that are not needed. Do you understand? Yeah,
Okay.
get rid of columns that are not needed. Please give me a minute. Let me just. Okay, so that's it. So when you get rid of it, it reduces the size of the data. You know what we are doing is that we are actually importing this data into Power BI. And then when you import it, it becomes so slow. It reduces it. The larger the data, the larger the size of the Power BI report. I have done a report for ATM guys that is over 400 MB. I had to, our mails cannot take that kind of size. So when I was sending it to data analytics to publish
Yes.
for me, I had to first of all upload it on OneDrive and send them the link for them to go and download it there. That is because of the
Wow.
size of the data. So it's very important that you watch the size of your data to make sure that you get rid of things you don't need. Only necessary or important columns should be taken into consideration. Right, so that's that for this. We can see there are even more here. I can say, oh, I want the days of the week from here, days, right?